Talk Nation, welcome back. Who's truly the number one? Because as long as these two guys are going back and forth, who is the best, look, nobody's truly going to know. Is it Spence or is it Crawford? Stop putting money ahead of legacy and responsibility. You have a responsibility as competitors to put this fight in the ring and on the line. If you happen to lose to one another, it will not hurt your career. You're still going to be guaranteed super explosive fights before you exit either the division or the game of boxing itself. Because come on, man, both of these guys are in their 30s. Bud, I believe, is like 34. Spence is like 33. You know what I mean? So it's like these guys have to come to blows. Who is truly the best? Terence Bud Crawford, switch hitter, deadly southpaw or orthodox. Errol the True Spence, southpaw, great jab, utilizes his range exquisitely. His footwork is deceptively good, how he cuts off the ring. Bud is super explosive, how he changes up and mixes up his shots on a back foot, moving, you know what I'm saying, side to side. Bud can do it all. Bud can do it all. It's like Jerron Boots Ennis is like a younger version of Terence Bud Crawford, but Boots is a little bit slicker in my opinion, you know what I mean? Possibly has more power. But at the same time, moving forward, now let's bring Josh Taylor into it. 140 Undisputed Champion. This is the fight that Bob Arum wanted to make for Terence Bud Crawford because he failed to secure the Spence fight. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough. Bud leaves top rank, but the Josh Taylor fight is still out there. Josh Taylor wants to move up to 140. Who better to face, because he wants to face a top competitor, than who? Bud Crawford. Former, also undisputed 140-pound champion. Josh Taylor moving up to 147, and these two guys coming to blows. Come on, man. That would be super explosive. That would be legendary. That would be a great fight, man. Both guys are phenomenal boxers, you know what I mean? But I do believe in that fight, Bud could possibly stop or knock out Josh Taylor. If Josh Taylor has a chance of winning that fight, I believe that he will do so via decision. I don't see him knocking out or stopping Terence Bud Crawford. Now, Keith Thurman, he's waiting in the wings because he's trying to get a couple of good paydays before he either exits the division or the sport. He hasn't fought since he fought Manny Pacquiao. Salute to Senator Pacquiao, possible president. Also, Keith Thurman has been riddled with injuries, you know what I mean, at the later stages of his career. So Keith Thurman at this point is trying to cash out, get a couple of good fights, you know what I mean, and ride off into the sunset and possibly become another analyst, you know what I mean? But at the same time, moving forward, now you have Yordenis Ugas, current WBA champion, you know what I mean, dethroned, pound for pound, 8th division world champion. Senator of the Philippines, as I said, presidential candidate Manny Pacquiao. Now, a lot of people thought Manny got set up. You know what? Possibility. But the fact is, he beat Manny. You know what I mean? And it was decisive, man. He utilized his jab excellently, You know what I mean? He was catching Manny with some nice power shots, you know what I mean? Because I truly believe Manny, his game plan, his mindset was all wrapped up around facing Errol Spence Jr. So once Errol Spence sustained an eye injury and Ugas had to step in, I believe that Ugas was already planning and preparing for Manny Pacquiao. That's just my opinion, you know what I mean? But let's just say hypothetically he didn't. For him to put a game plan together that fast and go into that fight and execute in the later stage, of his career, you know what I mean? This is Manny Pacquiao. And Ugas still put together a game plan and went into that fight and executed and delivered and put on a great show. Well, salute to Yordenis Ugas, you know what I mean? As he said, I'm the rightful WBA champion. Salute and hats off to him. He's a tough competitor. Bud Crawford facing Ugas will be a fantastic, super explosive, legendary fight. Check this out. If Bud faces Ugas, that will be a tough fight. It will be a tough fight. I see Bud switching it up in that fight, going from southpaw, going to orthodox. It's not going to be an easy fight for Terence Bud Crawford or Ugas. But I don't see Ugas stopping or knocking out Crawford. I see Ugas winning possibly by decision Also, I see Terence Crawford possibly, I'm going to say possibly, stopping Ugas. Talk Nation, stand up as your boy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you already know I say it, man. Share the truth.